everybody, I am El Bristow and you are watching the Ellitopia gaming channel, and as you may have noticed we are back with Kerbal Space Program because this week they have released an update. Now it's not the 0.24 update that we've all been waiting for, it is a 0.23.5 update, so it's kind of a middle update in between because the guys over at Squad have done a deal with NASA to add some NASA parts and, very interestingly, to add asteroids to Kerbal Space Program. So we are going to explore some asteroids, and I've come straight to the map, and you'll see here straight away we have some question marks. Unknown object. Last seen 1 minute 11 seconds ago. Unknown object. Unknown object. We don't know anything about these. These are asteroids floating nearby to Kerbin, or on a course that will pass very close to Kerbin. And we are going to put together a rocket to see if we can go and meet one of these. I don't know if it's going to work, but we are going to see what we can do. Now, you may have noticed that we are not in our modded version of Kerbal Space Program, because obviously with the new update the mods haven't yet been updated. So we are actually in the save game that has the Ellitopia space station in it, which some of you will be pleased to know. What I'm going to try and do is the idea of the update is that you can capture an asteroid similar to the mission that NASA themselves have planned for 2017, I believe it is. They are planning to send up a rocket to catch an asteroid passing by the Earth and put it into an orbit near the Moon. So we're going to try and do something very similar. We're going to try and send up a rocket and grab an asteroid and bring it into some kind of orbit around Kerbin. I would like to be able to bring it into an orbit close to the space station, but I don't know whether that's going to be possible. Equally, I don't know what we're going to be able to use. Now, we could actually use one of the fuel tanks and one of the Soyuz rocket things that we put up with the Ellitopia space station. In fact, that does seem like a very sensible idea because we've got all the parts already ready to roll. So I think we might actually try a launch from the space station. Why not? Why not? Whoops, I've just dropped my mouse on the floor. Excuse me, one moment, I will be right back. I'm back. Okay. So, we have, who do we have up here in our lab? We have an operational lab. Where's the hatch? So that we can see who's up here. We have Malden Kerman and Gerwin Kerman. Wow, they're names that we haven't heard for a long time. And what we can do is put one of these guys into one of our Soyuz rockets and send them up to the space station. However, we don't have the part to grab the asteroid. So at the moment all we can do is go up and meet one. What I would like to do is to be able to go up and grab one. So, for the moment we are going to go back to the Space Centre and we are going to have a look at building. Well, we're going to first have a look, see if we've got access to the parts to be able to do this, because I haven't checked that yet. I suppose I probably should have checked that before doing a live stream. We're going to go to the research centre and figure out where the new parts are unlocked. They have also added a load of new engines and new fuel tanks and things like that. Some people are complaining that they're a little bit overpowered, or perhaps either they make some of the other engines obsolete, or they themselves aren't really very useful because of the other engines already in the game. Whatever, you know, whatever route you take on that, that's up to you. However, We don't... Ah, what's that? Aha! Advanced grabbing unit. That is 160 science, and we only have 103. That is going to be an issue, isn't it? The grabbing unit is gonna kind of be important for an asteroid mission. So, how about we do a quick mission to generate some science points? We'll put together a little rocket that we can send out, maybe an unmanned rocket. Have we got... what have we got for unmanned? Yeah, we've got the Stay Putnik, because we don't really care if it can get back or not. Yeah, we'll do something like that. We will quickly put together an unmanned rocket just to go and get us some science, so that we can unlock the arm, the grabbing unit. Sorry. Now, what are we going to need on this? Sciencey things. We're going to have a Science Junior. We're going to have some goo. We're going to have a thermometer. We're going to have a communitron to send the signal back. Beep burp, 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 beep, beep. I'll tell you what, Alan. Name that character. Think Sesame Street. So, batteries. Going to need lots of batteries on this. And we're going to need a reaction wheel somewhere. Don't need to... yeah, we don't need to have this undockable, because we're just gonna chuck it up into space. We'll give it a final stage, something like that, with one of these engines. We will... what will we do? Know what I'm doing. I'm really kind of ad-libbing this. Stick some engines on. Stick some fuel pipes to feed the fuel from those into there. We'll have a decoupler on there. And we'll have... Let me know what the volumes and things are like, by the way, guys. Let me know if the music's too loud or if my voice is too quiet, etc, etc. Because we wouldn't want you not being able to hear me. One of those. Some of them. That's going to be in the wrong place. Let's put that up a bit. No. Yeah. No, yeah. Should Name the rocket Frank. Closer. It's a pain. Right, okay, to do it like this then. Yeah, I don't really have much of a clue what I'm doing with this rocket anyway. I'm literally just throwing something together. Why did that do that? Ah, no, don't do that. Undo! Thank goodness for Control Z. Right, why did that do that? Come back here. There we go, that's better. Right. That should go up, shouldn't it? That's kind of the general direction. Upness. Oops. Ah! Ah! Rushing. Right. We have a rocket, I believe. I think it qualifies as a rocket. I'm actually going to... Whoops. I'm going to add another Science Junior on there. Because they're not reusable anymore, are they? Right, so this is going to be the SS Inconsequential. Because we really don't care... Oh, it would help if I spelt it right though. Because we really don't care what happens to it. AKA... Bert and Ernie. Save that. Now, before I launch it, I'm going to jump back to the research thingamajig and find out where we need science, where we haven't yet explored. In the science archives. So, is there anything on Kerbin we haven't done? I don't think there is. In space high, crew report and EVA report. Oh, we haven't done science in space high above Kerbin, by the looks of it. In space near Kerbin. Flying high, flying low. Landed. No launch pad? We've not done any launch pad stuff? Okay. No, that's the wrong entity. Alright, crew report on the launch pad, mystery go on the launch pad. Doesn't look like we've done a science thingy though. So we could grab that quickly. And actually it doesn't look like we've done the KSC either. So there's a few points we could have. Okay, we might actually be accidentally on purpose crashing this straight into the Kerbal Space Center just to get some science from that. Okay, so the SS Inconsequential is heading out to the launch pad. And we are going to throw this thing into space just to see what science we can get. Chip, that is really bad. If you've played this game and you've never made it to the moon, you need some lessons. What you need to do is watch some videos of someone who knows what they're doing. Now, where could you find one of those? Right, I didn't check my staging or anything. Those are completely all wonky. Kerbal Space Program at its best. Oh, and I didn't put any fuel lines on these either. Right, hang on, we've got to go back to the Space Center Revert flight to vehicle assembly, because I didn't put any fuel pipes on the staging. Let's do that quickly. We want one from there to there, except we want two, because we want one from there to there and one on the other side, and we want one from there to there. There we go. Okay, so they let go. Bottom 4 engines, which are currently buried in the floor. That's better. Bottom 4 engines fire, and we want that one to fire as well. Then, which way round do we want this? That one. Then them ones. That one. Then that one. Then decouple that. Then 1, 2, 3 fire, then we can decouple those. I've no idea if this is going to actually do anything, but let's find out. I'm rushing through this. This is going to be a nightmare to edit for YouTube. Oh, Ike, you're missing out. This is a fantastic game. Especially now they've added the asteroids and stuff. Right. We are on the launch pad with the SS Inconsequential, which we are literally just using to exploit Kerbin for its science points. Let's find out if we get any points from this. Yeah, look at this. 7.5 science. Keep that. And we'll do another one. And keep that. Anything from the mystery goo? 1.8. Keep that. See, this is an old game, and I think it may have been before some of the changes in Kerbal. Come on, I want the thermometer. Why can't I click the thermometer? The camera angle is rubbish. Oh, come on. There we go. Right. Log temperature. 2.4 science. Keep data. Right, actually, we can just recover that and grab those science points. Why not? $117. Nothing to be sniffed at. I don't know why I went back into there. Let's go straight back out to the launch pad, and this time we'll actually launch it. Okay, so here we are on the launch pad with the SS Inconsequential, ready for a launch to wherever it gets to, just to get some science points and send them back. So let's hide our GUI, and we'll get a screenshot of this. Lovely. And we are going to put on our SAS. We are going to put on our throttle. We're going to put our throttle up, and we are ready for launch. We didn't put any solar panels on this thing. Let's hope it lasts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. nothing happening. Oh, there we go, right. There we go, 45 degrees. Still accelerating, which is a good thing. Let's get some decent height before these tanks run out. Right, map, how are we doing? Not our periapsis, our apoapsis, but you know what I meant. 22.5, coming up on 23,000 metres, so we'll stick with this as we are for the moment. We are still speeding up, that's good. Tell you what, let's angle ourselves up a bit. So we gain a bit of height a bit quicker. Yeah, because we were catching up with our apoapsis a bit quick there. We want to see that going away from us, which it's not currently. Mind you, we're not really catching it up as yet. $27,000 metres, 27 kilometres, still speeding up. Plenty of fuel in this stage at the moment. We are pushing our apoapsis away again. So let's angle ourselves back down a little bit. Because that's better on fuel. Still approaching our apoapsis. I might have to start these engines. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to start them at the same time unless I move that. But I can do that. Come on. Any science to be had here? Oh, there's 7 science there. Let's have that. Materials bay 4.9. Nah, reset that one. Temperature. Oh, keep that right. Dump that. There we go. This will get us going. We're really struggling to get an orbit today. It's just that heavy. Aha, here we go, right, it's starting to pick up now. 49, 50. Once that gets outside 70, we will slow us down. think. Okay, slow us down a bit. And bring us so that we are firing directly at our apoapsis now. In fact, I'm going to bring our throttle right down. Excuse me a moment. Okay. So we are just coming up on 70,000, so I'm going to flatten us down. Don't know why there were so many S's on the beginning of that. We are at 70,000, so now I can speed us up a little bit, and we will circularise this orbit and bring our periapsis up. And I just want to throw this thing as high as I can into space with this fuel. Can we get any more science from the thermometer at this point? Oh, was that us going into orbit? Yes, there we go. Kind of an orbit set up now. I'm trying to click this thermometer. No, that one's got data. I think I've stuck on the other side as well. Another 8 science for that, so we'll keep that. I'll tell you what, no. Right. We'll transmit that. No, not that. Come on. Your thermometer. There it is, right. Review data, transmit, because we can just do that again. So, where's our periapsis now? Coming up at 60. Let's flatten ourselves out properly. In fact, I'm just going to blast the rockets and push our apoapsis as high as I can get it. Because the periapsis will come up. There it is, so it's outside the atmosphere. Just going to see how far we can go. There's our fuel. We've still got loads of fuel. 3 in the engine still running now as well. Right, there we go. Those two are about to die out, aren't they? Right, let's cut our engines now. Let's see where we are. Oh dear, I'm on an escape trajectory. That wasn't the plan. Right, hang on. Oh, mind you, that will get us loads of science points, won't it? Yeah, fine. Let's just leave this thing orbiting the sun. Perfect, perfect. Right. What was I doing? Thermometers, right. Let's go back and find the thermometer. Why is it so dark? Log temperature. See, now we can... Oh, we can't transmit that, but we can keep that. Mystery goo. No, not worth it. Reset. Materials bay. 21.4 science. Okay, we'll keep that. Wasn't expecting that. Got plenty of electric charge at this point. That's all the sciencey things we've got. So we've got another we've got a materials bay and a mystery goo that we can use once we get out to the middle of nowhere. So let's do that, shall we? Let's speed ourselves up and get out to the middle of nowhere. See how far the middle of nowhere technically is. Let's see if that, where we are now, classifies as being high. Oh, we've run out of power. Poop! Didn't think of that. Okay. Well. Well, the launch went quite well. Probably should have put some solar panels on it. and probably should have watched the power levels as I sped it up. Because now those points are wasted. And I don't think there is anything I can do now that we've run out of power, because we don't have any people to fix it. So we're going to have to kind of just leave this drifting and try again. Which is a pain. Sorry guys, should have thought of that. We'll go back to the vehicle assembly building and we'll add some solar panels to this thing. And we'll try again. Speed launches from Ellitopia Gaming. Right. Straight into utility. No, we want more than one. Okay, there's a few. And we still had these stages, didn't we? So we will not run out of power this time. Do we need some pointing backwards just in case? Yeah, why not? Don't know if that will work, but there we go. Couple pointing backwards just in case we're facing away from the sun. That probably won't do very much, but there we go. So this is the SS Inconsequential 2, aka Bert and Ernie with solar panels. Save. Yeah, that'll do. Right, launch. Come on. The actual launch was fine. Typically. Yeah, I could just add more batteries, but with solar panels, you know, we're not limited. Okay, right, night launch this time. We're just going to go straight into it with SAS on and throttle up. And we are ready for launch of the SS Inconsequential 2, aka with solar panels. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can't hear me again. Let's turn the volume right down on these. There we go. Hopefully that helps. We have a good lift off again. Slight sense of deja vu. We are away 1,000 meters per second. Faster than a speeding bullet. $49.50. So, right, let's see what sides we can pick up on these, because we would have lost the ones. Yeah, so it's 5.6 there, so we might as well keep that. Go. 7, yeah. Materials bay. Oh, engine run out. There we go. I didn't see that. Was that new data? No, trash that. Right, well, our apoapsis is at 60,000 metres. We ourselves are at 54,000 metres. We'll bring ourselves down a little bit to conserve some fuel. That's going outside 70, so that's good. We will soon follow it. Hey Jelly, how you doing? Yeah, Twitch chat has changed quite a lot because they've added Twitch groups now, group chat to Twitch. I haven't really had a look at it yet, but yeah, hopefully this is what was causing all the issues that we were having with chat over the last few weeks, where people, you know, were getting disconnected all the time because they were doing these updates, hopefully. So, with any joy, Twitch will be a little bit more reliable now, as far as the chat is concerned. But you can also have, like, offline chat groups. Right, okay, we are outside the atmosphere, so I'm going to flatten out our trajectory and wallop the throttle down, up, throttle down, yeah, throttle up. And we will see where we get to. Comes. See how high we can get this. What's that? Oh, that's the one we launched just now. In a slightly different direction. You missed Pixel Piracy. I might do another Pixel Piracy. That was quite a good. We had quite a good playthrough of that. And obviously you can catch it on YouTube. I'm sure you've already done that. Let's cut this as we get up near the moon. There we go. 20 million meters, 20,000 kilometers away. Surely that will classify as high above Kerbin. And let's do our thermometer job again like we did last time. There we go. Oh, no points for that one. Oh, because we transmitted it, didn't we? Okay. What did we get on that one? 5.6. We might as well keep that. We can't use the thermometers once we're out of range and the temperature's too low. This was where we got the 21 from the materials bay, wasn't it? Yeah. So we keep that, and we'll bring that back with us. We are going to bring this back now. To get the maximum science points out of this mission. And now that we have solar panels, which should be pointing at the sun no matter what direction we're facing, just in case, let's make sure we are facing the sun. Like so. There we go, 4 there and another 3 or 4 facing there. And we will go back to the map, we will speed up time, and we will come back when we are at the apoapsis. We're just arriving at our apoapsis. We are 21 million meters away from Kerbin. There it is down there, little blue dot. Now let's run some science. We're going to run materials bay, which is worth 25 science. Keep that. Mystery goo. is worth another 10. Is that going to be enough? We need 160. We had 117. Yeah, I think that's enough, isn't it? 117, 27, 37, 47, 57, 100. Yeah. We got enough. We got enough. Right. So now, I didn't put any parachutes on it because I wasn't expecting it to come home again. Let's see if we can land it. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we can land this on Kerbin? I doubt it. Whoa! Oh. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Right, where are we? Oh, I didn't reduce our periapsis down. It's been so long since I've played this, I'm forgetting how to play it. Well, unfortunately I think I have to risk it because I don't think transmitting is going to actually reap me any science. Let me check. Review data. 0.3. Oops. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. That's the big one. Keep that. So it's only worth 5 if we transmit it. Right, well what we've got to do, we're going to have to change out, we're going to have to burn to bring our periapsis back down into the atmosphere. Something like that. That will hopefully lithobrake us. Bearing in mind we haven't got the deadly re-entry mod running at this point, so we should be okay as far as re-entry atmospherics is concerned. Whilst we are here, let's re-grab these, oops, not that one, these science points that we accidentally reset. There they are. No, that's high over Kerbin, hang on, which is the same as this one, isn't it? High over Kerbin. Okay, so we keep that. Let's get a bit closer. Let's get within the 240,000 meters, I think. There we go. So materials bay, it should be 21 point something. Yeah, there we go. Keep that. Right. Let's get us down, here we go, into the atmosphere. Whoa, this thing is mega responsive. Look at that. Oh, we're still on accelerated time, that's why. Right, there we go. We are re-entering the atmosphere. We're at 36,000 meters already. Our apoapsis is coming down. And somehow we are going to try and slow this thing down so that our sciencey stuff survives the landing. We'll let the atmosphere do as much as it can. In fact, we'll start burning now. So sure why they would travel that way, but never mind. Hopefully this thing can this engine can slow us down enough to land relatively gently in the water. Can you imagine NASA doing this? We need some research so that we can grab one of the asteroids. Let's throw something into space and then throw it back again and slow it down without any parachutes. Yeah, I can see that happening. Can't you? does seem to be working. We've got loads of fuel. You know what, guys? I think this is going to work. Water landing. We're at 7,000 metres. We're only doing 100 metres per second, and we've got loads of fuel. Who'd have thunk it? In fact, we are actually going to be too slow, such that we will start to go back up again. We're going to have to speed us up. We're going to have to speed us up. We're only doing 43 metres per second. 4,500 metres, so we've got 4,000 metres to go before we hit... Oh no, 4,000, we're above water. 4,500 metres to go. Metres per second now. Coming down to 2,500 metres. There. Start slowing down again. This is incredible. I can't do this on the moon. How can I do this on Kerbin completely at random when I can't even do it on the moon? Let's straighten ourselves out a bit. No! How is that possible? How is that possible? I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. That was going so well. I don't believe it. What's that? Oh, there we go. That's our flight recorder. Well, looks like we're on to plan B. I can't believe that. Doesn't say what speed we were doing. I'm going to have to watch the... I'm going to have to watch that back after the stream to find out what speed I was doing, because I'm pretty sure I was only doing about 10 meters per second.
How is that possible?
Well, okay, so plan B. Let's not capture the asteroid. Let's just go up and see one, shall we? Let's 16. Does it see? I don't know if was it 16. I know it said 16 then, but I don't know whether it sped up as it hit the water and the engine was destroyed. I'm going to have to check on the playback. Right, so we're going to zoom out. We're going to find us an asteroid.